Now, here we go, we're live! It's the Gitty Gang Show! 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 It's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigar Box Nation TV. How you doing, buckaroos? Make sure you share this broadcast right now. Share it everywhere on Facebook. I got my pal Jim Morris over here on the first aid guitar. I got Big Al Hamilton on the washboard. We got Johnny Stompbox coming in. We got Kathy and Andrea. Oh, that's where I messed up the chords. Hey, Gitty Gang Show, Cigar. My name is Shane Speal, and I will be your host for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, we got Nick Lanciano way up at CB Gitty. He just tuned in. Nick, thank you so much. We want to hear from you. If you're watching, please tell us where you're watching from. Share this on your timeline. And I do want to thank our sponsor back here, cbgitty.com. That's cbgitty.com. And tomorrow is the Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Festival. And I'm in my basement right now. We've got this basement packed with people. There's about 93 people in my basement as of right now. Let's hear it, guys.
Yeah,
come on. Woo! So, we are going to have some fun. We're going to be doing some interviews. We're going to be talking about different guitars and all kind of happy, fun stuff. So, first of all, we got Al Hamilton here. Al, you know Al. He's been the host of every Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Festival until this year that I kicked him off the stage.
He didn't kick nothing.
No, Al will be on stage with me. Al, you've been making cigar box guitars and your own kits as well.
Since before I met you.
That's right.
That's how we met, if you remember.
Al was searching on YouTube and he found one of my videos and he said, well, heck, I live down the road from this guy.
Yeah.
Let me show up at his doorstep and scare the crap out of him.
Absolutely. And drank some whiskey that day. We're good.
Yeah, that was a good day, wasn't it? And I've got Jim Morris here. Jim from West Virginia. You guys, the Cigar Box Nation crowd, you guys know Jim. Jim is an amazing builder, an amazing player. He should be on the stage this year. Next year, I've got to get you on the stage at the Cigar Box Guitar Fest. You're way too good. And, man, I've got so much to talk about, I don't even know where to start. So, Al, what do you got in your hands here?
About $12 worth of trash. Well, as you know, I mean, Benway's out of town. So
Ron Benway from my band.
And I just kind of had some stuff laying around, and I got the slide whistle, courtesy of Tractor Supply. That's probably the most I got in it. And, I figure, what the heck, why not bass one time? I'll play washboard. What the heck? I might even move up to guitar.
Al is sitting in with my band, Shane Speal and the Snakes, both tonight and tomorrow. You gonna do that?
Sure, why not? You got whiskey?
Yeah, we all.
Yeah, well, I'll sit in. Sure.
Al actually has been a past member of my band as well.
McGarvey's
in Altoona,
Yes,
PA.
sir.
You played washtub bass with us that night.
Yeah, I remember that. I said, I was so scared, buddy. I said, Shane, what if I just suck terribly? He goes, don't worry about it. We'll turn your mic down. Don't worry.
Not true. You handled it like a champ that night.
It was a blast. That was a hoot. That really was a hoot.
And Jim Morris, what do you got there? What are you playing?
I brought my metal first aid kit box. That a friend gave me the box. Said, "Can you make something out of that?" I said, "Well, yeah, I think I can." But it was heavy gauge metal, so when I cut out the hole for the pickup, I really botched the cutout. So I found these big plastic Band-Aids, and I figured, well, I'd cover up my botched cutout with a Band-Aid, and it seemed like it worked pretty good.
How appropriate, huh?
Yeah, wrote a song about it too. But
Oh, well, let's hear the song.
okay, because I didn't have any good medic songs, and so this one's called "Call Me a Doctor." I'll just do a verse of it. So,
Okay.
now I'm playing clawhammer style on the 3-string cigar box guitar too. So
Now, we did a video that's going to be coming out on Cigar Box Nation in the next couple weeks where I interviewed Jim about clawhammer, but what he's talking about is the old-time style of playing where you're playing with the backs of your fingernails and you're hammering down. Hence, your hand is like a claw and you're hammering down, so
all right, so
let's hear it.
This is called "Call Me a Doctor." Key of E, key of E. I'm good. Somebody call me a doctor, call me a nurse, call me a doctor, I'm feeling much worse. Call a helicopter with a medic on board, I'm feeling awful, oh my Lord. Now we got an A. Don't know what is wrong with me, wish I knew the cure, wish I had an antidote. I don't know anymore. Call me a doctor, call me a nurse. Call a chiropractor, call a masseuse, call a witch doctor. It ain't no use. Could be snake bit, I don't know. Could be the secondhand smoke from all that smoke. I don't know what is wrong with me. Wish I knew the cure. Wish I had the antidote. I don't know anymore. Call me a doctor.
Jim Morris, everyone, call me a doctor.
You know, Shane, the first thing I saw when I saw his guitar, you know, he broke it out. The first thing I noticed was the Band-Aid. And,
Right.
you know, and that's the thing that I'm finding is so many people worry about the big stuff. And it's the little things like that Band-Aid covering up a screw-up, which I didn't know was a screw-up. I was like, oh my God, he used a Band-Aid. That's so cool. That, people, they're so worried about getting everything absolutely perfect when you don't have to get it absolutely perfect. You just,
That is perfect. What are you
It's
talking about?
perfect, exactly. Perfectly imperfect, right?
Now, see,
No.
that's the whole thing that got me into cigar box
Yeah.
guitars almost 25 years ago, was searching for the imperfect, searching for the out of tune, searching for something that's inherently broken to begin with, you know?
That's the fun part. Now, before I got into guitars, I was working in a furniture factory, making tables and chairs. Everything had to be inspected and perfect, and it got to be a real pain. So when I started making guitars, I'd have, like, there's a little nick there, and I'm going, it's going to stay there, you know? So a lot
Amen.
of stuff, you know. I like to do stuff to make it sound better, but if it doesn't make it sound better, or even if it does and it's too much work, then I say, screw it.
You find yourself when it is perfect, you go, oh man, bang it off the workbench. Now it's good.
Like you said, leave it on top of your car, and when it falls off,
Right,
you
it
go
falls
get-
off.
Oh, yeah.
Go
I wanted to make sure we had some time for that.
All right.
Now, we have so many people that are building cigar box guitars. Jim is straight out of the Appalachian Mountains, and he has been embracing the entire old-time aesthetics of cigar box building. Now, double check your chin holder on there, because I picked that up earlier and it may have moved, and I don't want to mess up your instrument there.
It was perfect before you
Yeah,
touched it.
I fucked it up.
He only has one chin holder. I got like 3 chins. I never play that. How does that work?
Now I'll tell you this: the first cigar box instrument I made was a fiddle, because I saw the now famous etching
Right.
by Edwin Forbes about a Civil War soldier playing a cigar box fiddle. And this is before I knew anything about Shane or any of the other stuff. So I just wondered, how does a cigar box fiddle sound? So in the etching it's a Figaro cigar box.
Right,
I couldn't find any of those, so I found one that I thought would sound good. And this is probably the 20th or so one that I made. And this is my keeper one for now, because it has almost like a real fiddle sound to it. So my spoon player will be here tonight, I hope. But this is sound cool with a little washboard.
Well,
rhythm. It's
try. I'll
an
try
old
and
time
keep up.
tune called "Step Around, Johnny."
Nice.
Good job.
Nice. That sounds
Beautiful.
wonderful. I mean, that,
Thank you.
you see these people. Everybody's seen the one where the guy takes his $1 million violin to the subway
Right.
and starts playing his $1 million violin and gives what would be a multi-$1,000 show for these people, and they're walking right on by and they don't see the beauty in anything like that.
Right.
And that's something that 100 years from now, if somebody finds that in your estate, and I deal a lot with estates, somebody finds that in your estate, they're going to go, oh, dude, that's cool. If it was a regular violin, they go, oh, violin.
No, one of those.
nah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it. You know what I mean? People don't fight over your mixer, or they don't fight over your, they fight over the cool stuff. And that's
Yeah.
definitely something
Well,
that,
I got a friend that said that sounds pretty good. When are you going to make a real violin? And I said, that's
when I get a real friend.
That's not a real.
that's as real as it gets, man.
That's exactly it. He's not your friend. He's not your friend if he said get a real violin.
Well,
That's,
okay, yeah. That's
You don't need
what-
that negativity
John
in your life.
Bolton said Jim Morris sitting on a bale of hay. He could play anything.
Yeah, that's my favorite spot to sit on when I'm playing too.
I got married on a bale of hay. What are
Yes, you
talking
did.
about?
I was the band.
As a matter of fact, my new band's name is Hay Fever.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
nice.
Right.
Now,
And our CD's going to be called "That's Nothing to Sneeze At."
Sponsored by Mucinex, right?
oh jeez. Well, we're gonna keep things moving here.
I'll
Yeah, Jim, Kathy, why don't you come on up? Look,
Let's put Kathy in the middle. Let's put
she's
Kathy
got
in the
that
middle.
deer in the headlights look at me right now.
Come on up here. We'll give you the good seat. It's already warm, the whole thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kathy how do you say your last name?
Mullert.
Mullert. Kathy Mullert. Now, Kathy has been playing cigar box guitar for a while. She even teaches classes at my dad's bar, Speal's Tavern. Now, tell me about these cigar box guitar nights you have at Speal's Tavern in New Alexandria, Pennsylvania.
Well, we were having them, right now we're on a little bit of a break because it's summertime, but we were having them on the Tuesday evening from 6 to 10. And we managed to get half a dozen or so people come out to it. And what I did was I'd play a few songs and then let the other people have a chance to play something. And then I would demonstrate some slide techniques throughout the evening. And also I would read off a little bit of the history of the cigar box guitar. And it always was a wonderful, enjoyable evening.
Now, you are attending, let me get myself back in the camera here. You're attending just to come and watch this year. It's the first year you've come out to see the fest, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Next year, we got to get her on stage as well.
I think I'll do my version of the Rollin' and Tumblin'.
Nice.
I rolled
Sweet.
Now, I've been watching comments. I think we're having some lagging problems. Let us know. We're trying to keep this Wi-Fi going. Studio audience, if you're online right now, you want to take it off. Okay, so Kathy, I built this guitar. I recognize this one.
Yeah, it's like one of my all of them are my favorite, but I do love this, the Bluesinator one that Shane made, and I purchased it off of him about, I would say, 2.5 years ago.
They're so much more fun if you steal them off of them. Trust me, it's a whole lot better story. Just change that up. Just say you stole it off of them, and and then just steal one because you've already thrown it out there. You know what I mean?
So, Kathy, you perform. Do you still play at the open mics at Speal's Tavern?
I do occasionally. I only go to a few selected places.
SpealsTavern.com
that's
has the schedule for the open mics there. If you're out in the Pittsburgh area, that's where it's at, and that's where we have the Cigar Box Guitar Museum as well.
And what do they serve there?
They serve big ass
wings, buddy. Big ass wings.
My dad created wings there, and he got the big full wings, and he was like, I think we're going to call them pterodactyl wings or something. Al looked at him and goes, those are some big ass wings. And my dad said, that sounds great. And he walked up to the board and wrote big ass wings up there.
Hey, listen, my cousin comes in from North Carolina and comes in from Arizona. We got to go pick her up at the airport, and we stop at Speal's Tavern for big ass wings every time.
Well, Kathy, thank you so much. We're just going to keep people moving on. I think we're going to bring Johnny Stompbox in next. Let me turn off your amp here. And there's still so much going on. We are just trying to pack everybody into my hot little cramped basement. It's getting hotter in here, too.
Well, I'm
Jeez.
fat.
I'm fat as you.
As your guy. Maybe that's what's slowing the Wi-Fi down. Is that's a lot of weight to carry, I mean, dude.
Johnny, come on in, ladies and gentlemen. We have the headliner of the Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Fest. Oh, God.
He's come such a long way. It's just, I remember years ago, he's just crawling around, putting things in his mouth. I mean, look at him now.
Now we got John Bernyk, a.k.a. Johnny Stompbox of the Cigar Box Stompers out of Brick, New Jersey. That's right near Asbury Park. This man has brought the Cigar Box guitar to bars such as the Stone Pony and other iconic bars out in the Asbury Park area. And now he is the headliner this year of the Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Fest.
Right.
Johnny Stompbox, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Shane. And what's your name again?
I don't know.
Is he the butcher?
Yes.
Now, I just found out Johnny Stompbox has a brand new album coming out tomorrow.
Nice.
Yes.
At the festival.
Now, we covered it in an interview that'll later be shown on Cigar Box Nation in a couple weeks. But tell us about the new album. What's the name of it? What's the story behind it? And let's hear the whole scheme.
We're going to get it,
Yeah.
more importantly.
You're going to get it. So, name of the CD is Worse for Wear, which is one of the songs I wrote, title song. And, it's funny, we're coming out, I guess it was about a week ago. We're like, we're going to be headlining the Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Fest.
Butterflies yet? Butterflies?
A lot.
Good?
But I don't have a CD with the new lineup. So we went right into the studio, did a live to CD recording.
Oh, that's just pure energy right
And,
there.
We did it live, everybody in the same room. And, the only thing is, after they edited and mastered it, I had to come out here yesterday.
You had a
So-
show in York, in
Yeah.
downtown
You
York.
had to. They forced you.
They
Yeah, I
did.
know.
Yeah. So anyway, so I wasn't able to pick up the master. I had my harmonica player, Tim Nolan. He picked up the master, said it sounds great, but we're gonna have after the pizza party and open jam tonight.
Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, yeah, but we'll get into that.
We'll get to that, but we're gonna go back to my hotel room. You're invited. And we're gonna have.
I don't ever need an invitation, buddy.
We're going to be copying and labeling and putting CDs together tonight.
They are
tomorrow.
mass producing their CDs in a freaking hotel room for release tomorrow. If you want DIY, that is the most DIY thing I've ever heard.
I just hope they don't charge me extra.
Now, Johnny, what are you holding? Tell us about this instrument you got there.
So this is a gas can guitar. You know, it's funny because you know, I got into building cigar box guitars, but you know, I noticed through Cigar Box Nation and going to the festival that, you know, some people were building them out of gas cans, and you really get a different sound. I mean, it really resonates.
It's like a dobro.
Yeah, it's like a dobro. And, you know, I noticed at the festival there wasn't too many around, so I figured, you know what, let me offer this at, you know, at the festival, and it really took off. And I really enjoyed gigging with this one. This one is extra special because it has a thin bucker pickup made by Dan Sleep.
God rest
and
him.
you know, I gig with about 4 or 5 different guitars, and every time this one we do our closing number with, and everybody tells me that the gas can guitar is by far the better sounding guitar. And
You said
attribute it to the pickup.
Before Dan passed away, you said he made that pickup especially for you. It's different
He did.
than his others.
Yeah, so I asked him, I said, you know, for our closing number, you know, it's got a lot of distortion. I want it heavy. I want it, you know, loud. So I said, you know, can you make an extra hot pickup, you know, for me? And I try to make, you know, I want him to do a whole line called Johnny Stompbox and the whole thing, and he just laughed. But but for a guy, you know, I saw the guy once a year at the festival, and I consider him one of my, you know.
But how many people do we do that with? You know what I mean? I mean,
it's
seriously, how
so-
many people do we do that
That
with?
is so
That's true.
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
every year it's like, you know, oh, you go to the festival to sell and make money. No, I go to the festival to have fun. Making money just happens to be a bonus.
Can
you
I
know?
be honest with you? The reason I'm not performing at the festival this year is mainly so I can see everybody. Every year I work my ass off, and I'm running around doing 40 different things, and then I go and give the worst performance of my life because I'm so tired by that time. So
Oh,
like
we're used to it.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
okay.
but that's why I'm emceeing this year, and just to change things up so I can see.
Who used to do that?
Some fat kid.
Yeah,
He sucked, but they let
he's
him do
still
it for
going to
like
be on
7
stage
years.
with me. But yeah, Al is the MC too.
No, we're
But
not picking
it's-
on fat kids.
Okay, we're getting back to Dan Sleep. Dan would be there once a year, and that's kind of the whole cigar box guitar community. It's a tight knit community, and we may only see each other once a year, but it's like an old family member. You know, you ever go back to a high school reunion, and it's like you never left.
Well, it's like you
That's
like the
the way-
people, though.
yeah.
Here, you like the people. High
Well,
school reunion, you're like, I hated him. I hated her.
Very true.
But seriously, I mean, you know, you think, you know, I was talking to everybody earlier. You know, I said about, you know, this community that we've, you know, grown is very giving. You know what I mean? It's very giving.
That is an understatement.
And-
I mean, they'll give you their plans. They'll give you the
Yeah.
shirt off their back. It's
Well,
just to help each
that's so
other
true.
out.
Dan
That's
hit
so
me
true.
up. Dan hit me up. A little Dan Sleep story. He hit me up. He says, "Hey man," he said, "I got a guy. He don't really have anything. You know what I mean?" I said, "Well, what do you need?" And he said, "Well, if you give me a box, and maybe a neck or something, but not, you know." I just filled up a box and was like, "Here." He's like, "Well, what do I owe you?" I said, "Well, it costs $13 in shipping, so nothing." But you know, and he wouldn't take it for an answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wouldn't take it for an answer. Oh, let me pay you something. Nah, see you at the festival. See you at the festival. You know, and you know what? I think that's where, you know, everything kind of pans out because, you know, I mean, you see all the people that you haven't seen all year. You talk to them all year.
Yep.
But you know, you're like, hey, I wonder what Johnny's doing. I wonder what Shane's doing. You know, and it goes on and on and on. But every year it's like a family reunion, just like you said. You know, except
Yep.
you like the people.
So let's keep things moving, Johnny. I do want to hear you play.
Okay.
And then we'll get into more about the guitar and such. But you got a song for us?
Sure.
Something new?
I could do a little bit of the title song of the new CD.
The new CD
Yep.
that is yet to be pressed in your hotel room tonight
And the name of the new CD is
Worse for Wear.
Worse for Wear.
by the Cigar Box Stompers.
There you go. Hit it, baby.
pay any dues. Matter of fact, crying the blues, you can cut the act. Without your welcome, downright cry. Without your welcome, you're right out of time. Here's the trick part. Never hear the end between you and me. You hold the key. Without your welcome, down I cry. Without your welcome, you run out of time.
Johnny Stomp Box, everyone.
Nice.
Woo!
Now I noticed that you got dents and stuff in it. Now,
This was the Saint in Asbury Park.
okay, all right.
2015. This was this I think was last year's festival.
So basically, you
And-
built it perfect, and it got better from there.
It did.
How many bar fights has this won?
This is the reason why there are no bar fights.
This machine surrounds hate. Forces it to surrender.
So,
We're gonna have to put a new dent in tomorrow.
Absolutely.
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 it'll be on Al's head right there.
right here. Where do you get them? Where you have, like, flea markets, fairs, festivals, what?
Yeah, all the
'Cause
above.
I mean, for real, these
Either-
are.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. That's the issue. Is that these cans like this are actually getting quite collectible.
See, kids, we grew up in a time when we didn't have to be told. Okay.
So they're getting, people want $1 million for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so a lot of times when I find a can, yeah, and even like cigar boxes too, and gas cans, oil cans. I mean, before I poke a hole in it to put the neck in, you have to say, okay, am I making this more valuable or less valuable?
we
it's
just shared an article on Cigar Box Nation yesterday,
Right.
where a cigar box sold in England for $160. Just an antique cigar
Yeah,
box sold
yeah.
for $160. It's insane. But you're right. It's if I'm gonna punch a hole into this, am I gonna make it worth more? And you know what? That really makes you step up your game as a builder.
No, it doesn't.
That got a good
Who are you kidding? I've got more firewood in my garage right now than you can imagine.
Well, hey, at the very, worst, at least you got firewood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be productive.
And
So-
you got gas to start it with.
Oh, we got gas. We do need to mention. Okay, not only is Johnny Stompbox going to be the headliner of tomorrow's festival, but tonight, Friday, at the York Emporium. We are having a cigar box guitar jam session. There's going to be pizza and beer, and you are running.
That's right.
It's like an open mic, open jam for anybody. It costs $10 to get in, but it's free if you show up with a cigar box guitar to jam with.
And it's no pressure. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's no pressure. It's like, I consider myself a hack at the very best. And you know what? I'm among giants, you know what I mean, right now. But it's one of those things. There's no pressure. It's like, you're going to learn from these people and say, oh, I see how you did that. All right, well, I'm gonna take that in with me, So
And that, that's actually what these festivals, that's the real magic of these festivals, is everybody brings their instruments and they all sit around. Listen, Can I just put this out there to anybody thinking about having a Cigar Box Guitar Fest? If you're going to do it, could somebody please host a fest at a freaking campground? That would be the greatest place to have a fest because the music is secondary.
Nudist resort.
Nudist
Way
resort.
better.
No, Al,
Way
I do not
better.
want to see you at a nudist resort. Somebody hosts one at a campground so we can all sit around and trade shop stories, show each other instruments, jam around the campfires.
Make them.
And make them, and then have like several concerts each night, you know, because the magic of these festivals is not on what we do on stage. It's what you guys are doing, mingling around.
Look who's opening tomorrow. Look who's opening tomorrow at the festival. Casey Barron. Casey Barron came to my tent 2-3 years ago, and I'm like, who's this redheaded kid? And he goes, excuse me, sir. Real nice, real polite, you know. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I play one of your instruments? I'm like, yeah, go ahead, kid. Whatever you can. I know a guy. You know, I mean, if you break it, what, you know. And he started shredding the living crap
He's
out
like
of him.
Yngwie
Who the hell are you?
Malmsteen on the Cigar Box
I'm
guitar.
Like, whoa, everybody makes. And I got the guitar case out. I'm like, here, throw some money in there for the kid. Yeah. And then he gave me the money. I was like, no, that's not how this works.
Casey Barron is a kid that started out just coming as a young kid, listening to everyone. Now he's opening up the whole fest. The Pennsylvania Alley Cats will be there. Two more kids. These brothers, Huck and Gus.
Huck and Gus, right up from my
Huck
house.
and Gus. They're just insane. This
It's their
duo.
birthday this week too.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
watch
it's
out.
Gus's birthday.
So
yeah.
what's he, a whole like
Like
8?
10 or 8 or something, you know. Kid's got more talent in his little finger than I do in my whole body.
So, well, we got more Cigar Box Nation TV happening. Johnny Stompbox, you've got your work cut out for you this weekend. Tonight, the York Emporium, starting at what, 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock starts the sign up. Music starts promptly at 7. My band's going to do a couple songs, and then we're going to open it up.
And then after everybody gets done there, I'm inviting them down a couple blocks because I'll be performing starting at 7:30 at Mudhook Brewing Company, which is just, you can walk right over to it. It's just a few blocks away in downtown York.
I was surprised. We were there yesterday, and they have a beach.
Yes, they do.
I thought I was back at the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, no, they cleared out the parking lot and they put sand there as a beach, and
Very
there's
cool.
going to be a cigar roller there from Cuba, and they're going to have a Cuban cuisine tonight, so there's got a lot of good
Very
stuff
cool.
there. Yeah. So Johnny Stompbox, thank you so much.
All right.
And give it up, everyone, for Johnny
Johnny.
Stompbox.
Nobody needed to see that.
Well, Al, why don't you take the seat
All
over
right,
there?
sure.
Andrea, why don't you come on up?
Hey, Gene,
What's up?
While we're in the interim, you know, I had mentioned about building cigar box guitars. Tomorrow
Yes.
morning, 9:30 on the inside stage, before all the music starts, we're going to do a little quick how to build a cigar box guitar. I'm going to make one. I already mocked it up in the garage. Actually ran out of neck, so I had to grab a part off of an old spinning wheel, so that's going to be the neck. Rip that down, and just to show everybody how to do it, it's going to be quick, be 9:30, maybe to 10:15 or so.
Beautiful.
Everything's mocked up, and then we'll put a guitar together, and you know, kind of give you an idea how to do it. So if you're not well versed in how to build them, or you want to learn how to build them, or you want to steal some ideas, be there about 9:30, and we'll put one together.
Awesome. And if you don't know how to get there, just Google York Emporium Bookstore, York, Pennsylvania, because that's where we're holding everything, in their huge parking lot and inside their massive antique bookstore. So, Andrea, come on up. How you doing, dear?
I'm good.
Okay, Andrea. What is your last name?
Schneider.
Andrea Schneider, everyone. Andrea, you also hang out at Speal's Tavern from
Yes,
time to
I
time?
do. I'm a songwriter,
Awesome.
and all the cigar box music around me, it was inevitable. When I found the box, I tapped on this box. It's teak, and I was hooked. I had to build a guitar out of it.
Let's show off this guitar first. You built this yourself,
Yes,
correct?
yes. I bought the
Okay.
neck ready-made, and the pickup, the magnetic pickups from CB Gitty, the tuners are Shane Speal tuners.
Woo! And Darren, now I do need to give a shout out. The neck is from Darren Dukes, right?
No, Delta Groove.
Yeah, isn't that
Delta-
Darren Dukes out of Delta? Isn't he the?
I don't know who
I
the
think
owner
that's.
is.
I think that's Darren's operation. Yeah,
I haven't met him.
he's a great guy. Great guy.
It's a
So
nice neck. It's a walnut fretboard.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, you are a singer-songwriter, and you have your own original material
Yes,
as well, too.
yes.
Can we hear a song?
Oh, sure. I'm going to do a song that I wrote. It's called Got No Business.
Awesome.
Went out this morning, home my walking shoes, but I keep going, nothing left to lose. Since my baby left me, I just can't soothe these tears away. Still got this sunshine beating down on my face, like she tried to tell me, get back in the race. But she's just like you, babe. She wants me up, then she takes it away. I get up now and you knock me back down. Bad luck and trouble, they keep coming around. Still you're trying to tell me I ain't got no business with the blues. Ain't got no business with the blues. Ain't got no business, not with the blues.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank
Nice.
you. Thanks for letting me
All right, Andrea
participate. That
Snyder,
was fun.
everyone.
A little nerve-wracking, but it
Oh,
was fun.
well, it's-
What are you nervous about? I mean, my God.
I'm here with the big guys.
There's nobody big in this movie. Come on, we're all just drinking buddies.
Maybe she meant physically. I
No,
don't
no,
know.
I meant,
Is that fat joke
I
yet?
meant
Huh?
guitar ability.
Is that where you're
Yeah,
at?
yeah.
Body shaming now.
Yeah,
Okay,
oh, here we
whatever,
go.
whatever.
Well, thank you so much, Andrea.
you.
Give it up for Andrea, everyone.
You know, Shane, when she was sitting between us, it almost looked like 0-1-0. You know?
Well, I don't know what I have this tune to.
The key of you.
Someone have something in G or F.
I have G.
Well, come on, Johnny, come on up.
John, you sit in the middle.
I'll tune to you. Well, you want to
Here,
get on?
I'll tell you what. you
Everybody
take my
just
seat.
squeeze in here. We'll do one more. I don't know what we're going to do.
Can we back the camera up a little bit?
There's a little amp here if we need a little amp. Yeah, we can back that camera up. There we go.
There you go. I need to get over a little bit.
Let
more.
me, I'm going to move this over just like that.
I'll just do this.
Come on in.
Oh,
You're in there, Jim.
here.
Hey, you're
You
in there.
take a
You're
seat.
good. You're
You
good.
good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Let me see. Let me tune to you. I'm good enough. It's good enough for rock and roll.
I'll play my swamp witch on this one.
Kathy, you want to hand him that chord? He's got his Swamp Witch guitar over here.
That's a different guy.
Is that a box or is it solid?
It's half. Here we
It's
go.
semi-hollow.
Yeah, semi-mic.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Let's do, you know what? Let's do Sweet Home Chicago. Oh, come on. Baby, don't you want to go? Oh, come on. Baby, don't you want to go? Jim. Let's see, little baby, see what I mean right here. There don't you wanna go? I'll do the same old place, my sweet home Chicago. I'm gonna take one. It's the Gitty Guy Show. It's the Gitty Guy Show. It's the Gitty Guy Show. Gitty Guy Show. It's the Gitty Guy Show. Gitty Guy Show. It's the Gitty Guy Show on Cigar Box Nation TV. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you to our sponsor, CBGitty.com. Gitty, my buddy Ben Gitty is moving into a new house today. That's why I've taken over this. Good luck in your new home. CB Gitty guys are going to be up in New Hampshire tomorrow for the Maker Fair in Dover, New Hampshire. But if you're anywhere in the Mid-Atlantic states, tomorrow, the Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Festival, York, Pennsylvania, at the site of the York Emporium Bookstore, downtown York, PA. Johnny Stompbox will be there. Jim Morris will be hanging out. Kathy and Andrea will be there. Big Al will be hanging out with me on stage.
Big tent.
So, if we don't see you tonight, we'll see you tomorrow. See y'all, buckaroos.
Yeah.